Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support. Today we're going to bring out the Book of Blots and we're going to drop some ink, made in your name and essence, of course, to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghost here is, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, please do receive or release freely. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. Let's get ready to explore. All right. Who wrote the Book of Blots? Stephanie did. I did. Thank you so much for being here. Just as a reminder, you can fast forward through if this part is not for you. We're here to create a portal to perceive in, less worrying about making a masterpiece. Arians, I hope you are doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Notably, Aries, my heart was like racing coming into this read. Oh, that needs to be refilled, so we'll go over there. My heart was racing. I don't know if you're excited or if there's an element of, I don't want to say stress or anxiety, but it could be in those areas. It's like I'm already getting, like in right between my nose is itchy as well. It's like, you know, something's coming forward, and or you've been working on something, or there's a change or a shift happening, and it's like, yes, but it's got like this anxiety, as if like you're going to present something, or your next book, or whatever the case is, and there's anticipation. Aries is the word I want to use. All right, let's get ready to go here. Drop some ink. Aries. Aries, always feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel, as your insights do deepen the reflection and the reading and nurture our interconnected nature. As well, Aries, the link below will be to the extended 2 ways to play if you're a part of the second tier Secret Society YouTube, and if you'd like to try Vimeo for just like a single shot scry. That's great. I amuse myself. And of course, any interactions with the channel is appreciated.
Buy me a coffee.
Oh, and if you decide to buy me a beverage, I am grateful. All right. Oh, okay. I'm not even using that color now. It was once there, and now it is gone. Aries, almost ready to go. Ready. Okay. Thank you. Ready to rock. Even in this space, I have to remind myself I don't need to rush. You guys can fast forward through. You can pause, revisit, replay as much as you like. You hold the power. All right, Aries, if you're still with me, taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the Aries Aryan Collective. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. Here you go, here's your ink blot. If you want to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms, please feel well to do so. Personal use only. All right. There's a bunny with a bow tie. Right smack dab in the middle. A black bunny and bow tie. This bunny has wings. They are cosmic wings. I am tethered by a light cord. And I've got over here this aspect character. Ooh, they have a very high ladder in the head. A high ladder in the head. This high ladder in the head is also the same kind of staff like it's like your staff or symbolic staff, if I may, is also a ladder. And then I want to like connect these two. It's like they're magnetic. And they just go cloop, and it's like this one can come down here and that one can go up here. Is it the Eye of Horus? That Egyptian eye? A hook for a hand? Almost like an earring, and something about like an earring. The way you would hoop it an earring and it will just stay. It doesn't need a backing. Like it doesn't need something to be backed. That's an interesting thing when I wander down there for a moment. Like if it was a straight, it needs the backing, right? To keep it from falling out. But if it's this kind of hook, it I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of earring backs. And then I'm also seeing it like one of those shelf things that are self-weighted. Self-weighted. I'm surfing here. I'm a subconscious surfer. Might have even been going through some dark, I'm going to say dark times. I feel like these elements step forward, step through, or have been. They're revealing something to you. I'm going to put these away just so I can get ready for some cards. This black bunny is reminding me of like Playboy. It's amazing. Maybe looking for something sexy in your life or embracing feminine energy in that almost like seductress way. I'm not saying it is luring or, you know, okay, I'll just say it the way I heard it. It's not about like a slutty thing. It is just kind of embracing that energy, this vibe. And here's the funny thing. So I see it that way in like that feminine energy, but it's also coming through with masculine energy. And it's almost like, okay, because I hear this, I'm bringing sexy back. Who said, I'm bringing sexy back? Oh my gosh, I gotta write that down. I don't know who sings that. I don't even know. Yeah, there it is. But that's what that feels like. This is what and it feels like masculine and feminine within myself anyway, working in that. You know, it's like a dance of this shadow and shine kind of coming together with this
betrayed
resonance relationship, because it's like pink black. Now there might have been a betrayal perhaps in your past, so there's been, the message is for one or some, thank you for holding space for that, to I want to say heal, but please don't like roll your eyes when I say, you know, heal from that, but absolutely find a way to work with that energy. It's like it's to bring my own space of sexy back. Yeah, maybe you're working with pink right energy. And when I say pink, it is like a paint color, pink black. I don't know how else to say it. It's exactly how I see it. I'm also seeing almost like a 10 of swords kind of feel. 10 of wands. Apologies, 10 of wands. I've got something like a bushel. Yeah, there's a bushel. It's definitely wood or wand energy. I'm seeing it. I have carved from said wood.
I can hear you.
A shovel. Sorry if I said that in such a ba way. This shovel is also a paddle. Okay. Okay, paddles. This is turning into a rocket ship. Specifically the song Rocket Man. There's something coming together in here. I don't know what it is, but it's like the rocket kind of goes whoosh, that way. Or I guess, or that way, but I'm seeing it on this side. There is, and it's
Keep
like
recording.
this, I could say collaboration or celestial, okay, celestial collision. It's in my head. There's a face here. I have Odin's eye. Or this Eye of Horus. Yes, okay. I heard chin up. I have paint over my eyes. It's that black pink paint. This is the neck, like the spine. I'm okay. Something about replacing or replenishing a spine. Spinal energy, spinal flow. And I'm looking in the mirror. This mirror is or was melting. I don't know if at one point in time it was like Grim Reaper-y style. I might not have liked what I seen of myself, or in the...
I want to stay.
You're welcome to stay. If I was looking in the mirror trying to... I'm not saying this is you, Aries, or maybe this is an energy towards you. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to try and place it. The melting mirror of looking through, and maybe this is amongst the collective energy you're sensing, or looking... I'm looking at this mirror, and it's like I am mirror, mirror on the wall, show me the fairest of them all. It's not quite it, but it's like someone else or something else or other people, places, or things. Maybe it's like a TV screen, or maybe it's online. I don't know. Maybe it's you astral traveling, or with whatever gifts, people around you. And it's like I'm trying to like remote view, or, but it's not really the right term, but it's like what I'm peering into. And I don't think I overly enjoyed it. And maybe this is something about how you were seeing someone, or some things, or the channels, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, all those kinds of things, to the collective energy. And it's like I would peer in and just not like what I see, and or not necessarily enjoy what was revealed to me. And it's like, but you got to digest that. But that's kind of the, you know, in having this sight of sorts that you have, it's, you know, not always, like the clarity doesn't always bring, yay, you know, it's very Cheshire Cat feel. I'm sure I butchered it, but I feel like it makes sense and you understand somewhere along the lines. Look at me all pointy, like seriously, what's going on? Aries. All right, let's keep going here. Okay,
I come and go.
I'm wandering in here. But this bow tie thing is like super fancy. I'm kind of digging it, not gonna lie. Also, something about shaving is coming through. I'm right here. I'll get to you in just a moment. I'm right here. There's like that mirror thing. I only see it on this side. See, there's two eyes in the face. I don't know if somebody has like their dad's chin, or how do I say, like, what's that saying? Take it on the chin, or something along that lines. It's a masculine energy. I feel like I'm shaving it off. This isn't in like a repellent thing. It's very odd. It's talking to another face down here in my spine. This feels like it's more in my belly. So maybe sacral, solar plexus, root chakra kind of space.
True.
Not to my solar plexus. It leads up to my solar plexus. It's like this is like the digestive system almost. And it's like coalescing, trying to digest this and take out certain nutrients and minerals while, you know, letting waste be waste. I could say I could internalize it to, you know, masculine energy, and perhaps that is, but it does feel more prominently, at least for me in this moment, like an external masculine energy expressed, a father, brother, uncle, a teacher, something along that lines. Also, I got a note, there is, when I just followed, this is an eye, like a sleeping eye. This is a face. See something in this throat, like but it's outside of the throat. If this was the neck, this is the ear. Ear is some sort of doorway. Oh my goodness. I apologize. That is not the neck. It just switched on me. This is the nose. This is the mouth. And there's like a bundle in my mouth. Do you know what it kind of reminds me of?
Please.
Okay, I got to read this card as it came up. So this is what I'm reading right here. Things are not what they seem. You are only trapped by your illusion. What freedom do you seek? Card number 7, if that means anything to you. I got to step into this feminine energy here. It's like I have a bundle in my mouth and cotton in my ears. And I don't know if you've been through something where you feel that maybe it's in that mirror, things too tuned in. Like now I've been working on my gift skills, intuitions, intellect, whatever the case may be, and now it's so loud. When I go to sleep, I need to have earplugs and a mouth guard, and you know, and I gotta plug all these orifices of sorts, so I don't so I'm not tuned into it. Okay, here's the interesting part about this, is that this feels very feminine, and this masculine energy steps forward. This is different from the other masculine energy. It is like the mad scientist of my mind, and it's like protruding, getting ready, or if not already protruding out of my third eye spine, as I'm sleeping. So I very much so feel like there's something in the subconscious space. There is this orb right here. If you see it, I don't know. It's all on this side, which is really interesting. I definitely don't see it on that side. I see a spider coming out there, though. I just jumped over. Shoot. Cow jump over the moon. Cow jump over the moon. This is something about in my sleep and in my dreams. Now, on the other hand, I feel like I might have not been saying something with all like the bundle in my mouth and the ears, like there's cotton in my ears and like an apple in my mouth, and it's almost as if maybe I couldn't say, or I didn't say something, realizing how I wasn't, or how I was or wasn't speaking to myself when I come back to that mirror. How was I speaking to myself? How am I speaking to myself? Would I accept this from an external energy? This isn't in a judgment of hierarchy of better or worse. This is like just integrity. Would I speak to somebody that way? And even if I say one thing externalized, what am I really thinking inside? And do I mean it? And do they mean it? And I feel like this might have been something that, and things that, any sort of trappings, like being a feast, right? Like being on the table and having something in your mouth, and, you know, lettuce or like a turkey stuffing up your butt. And you're like, what is going on? What is going on? And it's like, oh, this is so beautiful. And you're like, no, this is not. This feast is not beautiful. Now, I got to come back over here for a moment. I'm looking in the mirror again, possibly at the collective, and it could have, if it's all a little too much sometimes, or the things that I've been through, people, places, or things in my reflections, it's like I am...
No energy.
It... it's not, I don't want to say it's not as bad as it seems,
Possessed.
but maybe this is something that you're sensing of like, but what am I adding to that from a collective standpoint? I feel as though if I'm looking at past, I'm going to say past, but even to very present people, places, or things in the here and now, Arians, is that the way I'm viewing it, it's not all that bad. Even the crappy things, I'll say, or whatnot, if there's an integrity misalignment, like especially through that spine, I'm kind of, as though it might have sucked or was disappointing, I'm grateful that it didn't, because I don't think you would inevitably want to be aligned with that. I got a note as well as I'm stepping through here. Sorry, I got like my hair's itching. You know how like those glasses that they have where you can like change the frames just by like click, click, and again they're magnetized. Remember I was talking about like that magnetism before? I feel like you can do that with your spine. I've got my hands folded. Okay, so this is hilarious. Aries, love you. I'm seeing a whoopee cushion. You got a sense of humor. You got a sense of humor. And I like that. That feels really, really well. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's so funny. There's a certain kind of fish I'm seeing too, a tropical fish. And I think it's a dragon. I think it's a yellow or golden dragon if you're working with that energy. Your card came up here as number 3. So 3 and 7s might be standing up to you. Look at all the windows there. You cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. Where is your heart guiding? I'm seeing that like all these mirrors that I was talking about, or all these portals to possibly perceive from and through. I don't need to see from everybody else's perspective. And I think that's kind of what I'm feeling. Like, this is the here. Like, how does that make sense to them? You know what I mean? Well, you're here, so that is, kudos to you. But I feel like in the moment, it's like, why
Betrayed.
or what happened through this, perhaps betrayal in some way, shape, or form. It's like, why would they say that? Or why would they think that's a good thing to do? And I'm suddenly releasing that of why is it my responsibility to even contemplate? And I understand for a moment, if I may, as Steph wandering through, it's like because I want to connect compassionately. I want to find some sort of resonance, so then it allows me to follow deeper into it, into their space of understanding. But I gotta admit, in this moment, I kind of just stopped asking why. Like, is this valuable to my time? Is the potential connection, outcome, whatever the case is, the desire anyway, worth digging into, seeing from everybody's perspective around you? And I feel like you've kind of released that. You're like, I just don't feel the need. And it's like that again. So, oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy. This peering into the portal or the well of water to like check in on people. It's almost like,
no.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's almost like you're not checking in on it anymore out of this interest, feeling it. I don't know. I feel like I'm released of it. And I gotta admit, it feels really nice to release it. It feels very, very freeing. Okay. Oh my goodness. My nose is so itchy in your reading. I swear to God. Like, it's like somebody have a mustache or something along that line. There are 2 bow ties, because even here it's like I'm seeing it's not a zip like, but bow tie of the lips and of the throat. Okay, 2. Card 43, rest, renew, recharge. What does your body crave and need right now? And this is the rest from all this perceiving, perhaps. Like this one, this... That's all, folks. It's almost like reprieve from carrying burdens that I stepped into. Like, I got to acknowledge, at least the way I'm sensing, I stepped into I thought I was doing a service. I was trying to help, but I could never understand the why, because it was never my question to ask from their perspective. It's like
Asia.
trying to learn a whole other mind. And
Help
that
me.
mind, while interconnected, is not mine to, metaphysically manipulate in this lifetime to create conditions, experiences. Oh my gosh. Aries. Whew. Okay. So this card here, 40, if any of the artistry is standing out to you. What is has no bearing on what will be. What does your ideal life look and feel like? And this is what I feel like I've stopped looking at or for other. I don't want this to sound insulting. I'm not getting this impression. But I kind of feel like through a certain amount of rest and reprieve through this, kind of keeping my tongue tied and not blocked, like I'm not saying something, but I'm very much on purpose.
It's not for you.
Purpose. I'm very conscious what is not for me. And even if someone else is saying, doing, I can, be there, I can listen. But inevitably I'm like, and this isn't in every case, in your connections, in your communions with people, places, or your channels, of course. Aries, I'm just letting you know how I feel. It's almost like I'm not feeling the need that it needs to be all the time.
Jacket.
I'm swinging on a crescent moon, and this bunny is now turning into a teddy bear. And this feels a lot kinder for myself, and I gotta admit, I feel very, very soothed. I feel very, very soothed. Card 22. This is not your practice life. Decide. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? I think this is that spine thing. And the whole, like, sleeping and in the dream. And this is what I'm listening to. I'll straight up say it. This is what I'm listening to. I got no bones about that. There's that crescent moon thing. Crescent moon.
Why are you here?
I'm seeing a sunny day thunderstorm. Yeah, a sunny day thunderstorm. And it's invigorating. I don't know how else to say that. And I also see a conversation. I'm talking to somebody that opens I don't want to call it the same door as me, but it's definitely somewhere along that lines. Like we both open, when you both open the door at the same time, if somebody's on one side, somebody's on the other, and you don't know the other person, like they're just getting ready to knock and you're like, oh, you're here. That's what I'm seeing. That's exactly what I'm seeing. I don't know what space this is in, the emotional body, astral space, afterlife, your day-to-day. It's like, oh, you're here. And it feels very, very enjoyable. Unexpected, but enjoyable.
I see you.
I see you. Okay, Aries, I'm going to head over to the extended. We're going to flip this for more perspective possibilities. If you'd like to join me, the 2 ways to join us are below. The second tier Secret Society and Vimeo. And if not, that's okay too. I love you. I will see you again soon. Thank you so, so much. Bye.
Heaven.
Heaven on earth. Awesome.